Let's be painfully honest. You're not broke because of bad luck. You're broke because of bad decisions, repeated consistently, wrapped in excuses that make you feel better about making them. The financial gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't about income. It's about how you think about money. Most people stay financially stuck because they confuse comfort with progress. You work all week, feel exhausted, then reward yourself with purchases that keep you exactly where you started. This cycle isn't just hurting your bank account, it's destroying your future. Financial freedom isn't a mystery. The wealthy aren't using secret strategies you don't have access to. They're simply demonstrating a level of discipline you haven't yet committed to. Every time you choose immediate gratification over delayed rewards, you're actively choosing to stay broke. That new phone, that weekend trip, that subscription service, they're not just expenses. They're declarations that your future matters less than your present comfort. The money mindset shift you need isn't about making more. It's about wanting less while building more. The average person spends their life increasing their lifestyle with every pay raise, never allowing their net worth to grow. They stay perpetually one emergency away from financial disaster, then wonder why wealth seems impossible. What separates the wealthy from everyone else isn't luck or connections, it's time horizon. While you're thinking about this weekend, they're thinking about this decade. While you're chasing quick wins, they're building systems that generate consistent returns. This isn't about intelligence, it's about patience. Financial discipline means understanding that every dollar is a tiny employee that can either work for you or against you. Your relationship with delayed gratification determines your financial future. The entrepreneur mindset requires saying no to good opportunities now for great opportunities later. When you watch someone achieve financial success after years of consistent effort, you're not seeing luck. You're seeing the compound effect of daily decisions made while nobody was watching. Most people never build wealth because they refuse to be temporarily uncomfortable. They choose the path that feels good today, rather than the path that builds tomorrow. Every time you skip saving to fund a lifestyle you haven't earned, you're borrowing from your future self at interest rates that would make loan sharks blush. The passive income journey begins with accepting that you must be active first. Behind every overnight success is a period of unglamorous work and sacrifice that nobody witnessed. You want financial freedom, but aren't willing to be temporarily bound by the constraints required to achieve it. The math is simple. Spend less than you earn, invest the difference, and let time do the heavy lifting. But simple doesn't mean easy, especially when you've programmed yourself to respond to every urge and impulse. Your income is not your wealth. Your savings rate is. Someone making $50,000 and saving 30% is building more wealth than someone making $150,000 and saving nothing. The wealth mindset understands that what you keep matters infinitely more than what you make. Yet you keep focusing on income growth while ignoring spending discipline, wondering why your financial situation never improves. To overcome debt and build real financial security, you must first overcome the emotional attachment to financial chaos. There's comfort in familiar struggles, even if those struggles involve living paycheck to paycheck. Your financial habits aren't just behaviors, they're identities. Changing them requires becoming someone new, someone who values security over status and growth over gratification. The greatest roadblock to your financial success isn't external, it's internal. It's the story you tell yourself about why things are the way they are. It's the justifications you create for spending money you don't have. It's the belief that you deserve certain luxuries regardless of whether you've earned them. These narratives keep you financially imprisoned while making you feel like the victim rather than the architect of your circumstances. Business success habits aren't complicated. They're uncomfortable. They involve doing what others won't, so you can eventually live like others can't. They require saying no to distractions disguised as opportunities. They demand you become intensely aware of where your money goes and what value it brings. Most importantly, they require confronting the emotional reasons behind your financial decisions instead of hiding behind logical-sounding excuses. The path to an income breakthrough starts with a brutal audit of your relationship with money. Do you see it as a tool for growth or a ticket to temporary happiness? Do you view saving as deprivation or as self-respect? Do you treat investments as optional or as non-negotiable parts of your financial life? These aren't just philosophical questions. They're the foundation of every financial decision you make. Most people never experience true financial freedom because they've confused it with higher spending power. Freedom isn't about buying whatever you want. It's about not being forced to do what you hate. It's about options, security, and the peace that comes from knowing you're financially insulated from life's inevitable disruptions. Yet you keep chasing the appearance of wealth rather than wealth itself, wondering why satisfaction remains perpetually out of reach. The personal finance motivation you need isn't about inspiration. It's about confrontation. You must confront the reality that your current financial situation is the precise result of your past decisions. Not some of them, all of them. This isn't meant to shame you. It's meant to empower you. Because if your decisions created your current reality, new decisions can create a new one. Long-term money goals require short-term sacrifices. Every wealthy person understood this fundamental truth. They didn't just work hard. They worked deliberately, with clear intentions about where each dollar should go. They viewed money as potential energy to be directed and amplified, rather than as a reward to be consumed. What would your life look like if you treated your finances with the seriousness they deserve? What could you build if you stopped letting emotions dictate your spending? What freedom could you create if you viewed money not as a means to buy things, but as a means to buy time and options? These aren't hypothetical questions. They're the foundation of the life you claim to want, but haven't yet committed to building. Ask yourself honestly, are you willing to do what it takes? Not just what feels good or what looks good, but what actually produces results. Because financial transformation isn't about finding the right hack or shortcut. It's about consistently making choices that align with your long-term vision rather than your short-term desires. If this message resonated with you, if you felt both challenged and inspired, take that energy and channel it into concrete action. Your financial future is determined not by what you know, but by what you do consistently when no one is watching. Are you ready to stop talking about financial success and start creating it?